scariest day of my life.
Yeah, and then
when they bring you a disabled son who's about this big, and they say, take him home, and you didn't know what to do. I was terrified.
The nurse informed us there were no services here for children who are blind, babies or their families, and I still have a piece of paper. So she actually tore off a corner of a piece of paper and wrote down someone's name, another mom that she knew who had a child who was blind, and their phone number, and that was the extent of the services that were available.
You thought or assumed that you'd be able to pick up the phone, call somebody, and they'd be able to help you or tell you what to do or where to go and how to take care of your child. We found out that there was no services for blind or visually impaired children in the state of Nevada. Nevada is only one of two states in the United States that doesn't have a school for the blind.
When I brought Connor home, I had a real need to meet other parents who had children who were blind, and also to see other children who were blind, older, 2, 3, 4, 8. For some reason, that I thought that would be a big help to me. And then when I went to go look for the school for the blind and discovered that there was none here, that's actually when I called my husband and I said that we would have to move out of state, which many families do. Many families here who have children who are visually impaired, they do end up moving to another state. And
that was kind of the catalyst to the whole foundation and where we're at today.
In 2006 is when we became our own 501c3 nonprofit, and that's also the same year that we opened the resource library. We're fortunate to have Moroz-White, who is our vision teacher, and she's our program director, and she gets very creative on how to teach geometry and algebra and to help these children with their homework.
My name is Moroz-White, and I'm the director for the Nevada Blind Children's Foundation. The reason why I came involved, to begin with, why I have a degree in visual impairments, because my daughter was born, and she was born blind. And when we moved to Nevada, there was no services. We are an underserved population. These kids are just, no one even cares about them. And it's just like, when people hear this, they say, what do you mean there's no blind school? What do you mean there's no other services? Why are we letting those kids not have anything? It's just not right. I mean, No Child Left Behind, give me a break. These children are left behind over and over and over again. There's funding, there's state funding, there's national funding for homeless children, and they need it. For kids that aren't doing well in school, because they need it. For kids that have autism, because they need it. But because blind children, there's not a lot of them, they forget about them. They just don't seem to count.
I am Jaime Esparza. I'm 16. Well, I was born blind. I had quite a few surgeries. I had to miss a lot of school in 3rd grade. It is challenging, but I still, I keep up with it. I don't let it get me down or anything.
I am Abigail Wise. I am 10 years old and I'm in 4th grade. Well, I am a little bit colorblind and I do have cone dystrophy. It's a disease in your eyes that in your retina, around the retina, it's gray.
I'm Nikki White. I'm 18 years old and I've been a member and volunteer at the Nevada Blind Children's Foundation for about 2 years. My vision for the future would be the ability just to give more. It would be nice just to give people as much of an experience in everything that there is to experience.
I think it's nice to be like with other people that are blind, because like you get to like talk with them, and you get to like relate to different things.
I do find comfort here because there's a lot of people who understand me and who have the same problems that I do. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have met Miss White, or I wouldn't be getting the help I needed, and I really need the help.
Nevada Blind Children's Foundation is still very small as far as a nonprofit, and our funding is still very small. We have the plans for a school, and I think we have to raise about $7 million, and everyone always asks me, how much further do we have to go? We're about $7 million short. So, but it's still a dream, and I know one day we'll get there.
Drops high above the chimney top, that's where you find